Is your car making a clicking noise when braking? Here's what could cause it. In this video, we will give you 6 causes. If your car is making a clicking noise when you brake, it's a cause for concern. This type of noise can indicate a problem with your vehicle, and it's important to address it promptly. We'll cover the most common causes of clicking noise when braking, and what you can do to fix it. From worn-out brake pads to loose brake components. We'll explore everything you need to know to get your car running smoothly and quietly again. So, what are the main causes of a clicking noise when braking? Number 1. Rusty anti-rattle springs. This component prevents the pads from moving and vibrating while you apply the brakes. Since the anti-rattle springs are made of metal, they could get weak due to certain regions' cooling and heat conditions. The pads might eventually wear out, which could cause premature rotor wear. When this happens, the pads will start to move and make clicking noises when they're stopped. Number 2. Worn-out brake shims. Brake shims play an essential role by insulating the pads from the noise and vibrations coming from the rotor. If the brake pads get weak as time goes on, clicking noises might occur. Number 3. Installing the wrong brake pads. Clicking noises can happen when a mechanic doesn't properly stake down the pads after replacing them. Number 4. Worn calipers. The worn brake pads might rust or join if you've been driving a vehicle in wet conditions for a long time. If the guide pins and bolt used to keep the brake pads in place are loose or damaged, clicking noises might occur. Number 5. Worn-out suspension components. Weight shift can cause clicking because the suspension is under stress while you're braking. The components of the suspension that could cause clicking noises while driving are ball joints. These joints join the steering knuckle with the control arms. If the ball joints are worn out, they could make the steering wheel less precise. Sway bar links. The sway bar helps decrease the body lean when taking bends or braking. The weight shift could also cause the sway bar to click while braking because the car's weight affects the movement of the sway bar. The struts. The struts help reduce the vibrations that the potholes or bumps can cause. Although it's not common, clicking noises might occur when one of these components begins to develop a fault. Number 6. The brake backing plates are bent. The backing plates for the vehicle's brake system are designed to guide the wheels through dirt and damage. If these plates are bent, they could scratch the rotor or the hydraulic components, causing clicking noises. Here are some common questions you may have. Number 1. Is it safe to drive if your car makes a clicking noise when braking? If you can confirm that the clicking noise is coming from the brake pads or the rust-colored anti-rattle spring, it's safe to drive. However, if the clicking noise is caused by the worn-out components of the suspension system, you must have the issue fixed immediately. Having a damaged suspension could affect your ability to control the car properly. Number 2. How do you fix a clicking noise when braking? Although it's relatively easy to fix a clicking noise, it can be costly to replace the anti-rattle spring. Doing so would cost you around $10 for the parts, and around $30 for the labor. If your vehicle's brake pads are worn out, replacing them would cost you the same amount as the anti-rattle spring. If the brake pads are dirty, you can use a metal brush to remove and clean them. Replacing the guide pins and bolt could cost you around $50. Changing the worn-out component of the suspension system can be very expensive. For example, it can cost you around $150 for a sway bar and $700 for a faulty strut. While you can do this yourself, it's recommended to let a professional fix the damage to the suspension components. We hope this video helped solve your problems. If so, give us a like, and follow us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We will see you on the next video.